Hello class, teachers and receiving students.
Hello, Mr. Padogi.
Thank you, you may sit down. Now, in our last lesson, we talked about animals. What did we look at animals? What exactly did we look at animals? Receiving students, you may tell your teachers. Do I see any first hand up? Any first hand up? Evelyn, thank you.
Animals competing with each other.
So how do they compete? What are they competing for? All right?
Animals compete mainly for space, water, food, and in defense of their territory.
Very good. Thank you for that answer and Evelyn's answer too. So they compete for those very important things in life: water, food, space, or space that they defend their territory, where they live, to protect their young, or for shelter. And space. All right. Before we begin, Virus down. Before we begin, I have in my hand an egg. I will ask you a question. You might get tired, your brains will be strained, but it's a simple question. Where does this egg come from? Isaac?
Chicken.
All right, it is a chicken. It is a chicken egg. Listen carefully. On a house, what's a house? On a house, let's say this is a rooster. On a house, a rooster sits at the top of the roof. And if it lays an egg, what direction will it fall? Will it fall, let's say this is the north side. This side of the roof is north. On the other side is south. It is sitting on the roof where the two sides meet. If the rooster lays an egg, which side will it fall? The north side or the south side? What do you think, receiving students? Lisa?
A rooster can't lay egg.
Are you sure?
Only ants.
Right, if you're thinking roosters don't lay egg. So receiving students, if you said roosters don't lay egg, very good. I'll give you another one in our next lesson, but today we will continue with our lesson for today. Good, you're thinking. So that is a very good sign. Teachers, we are still on the same strand, Science in the Home. Our sub-strand, learning about substances. We're still on the same outcome. Explain the structures and behavior of matter in terms of the particle from which it is made. and on a new unit, which is construction of matter. Our topic for today: what are materials made of? All right, you should be in your groups. If you have brought yourself some materials for this lesson, you may place them in front or on your table. Put them on your table. All right. Put anything that you have with you on your table. In front of you. So you clear your desk and put what you have with you that you have brought. That? Anything else? Okay, one group has put some things in front of the table. Yes? Some? Make space. Yep. I can see a lot of things. Good, very good. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. That's good. Very good. Now we have a lot of different things on our table. All right, have a look at the things that you have brought in front of you. Have a look at the things that you have brought in front of you. Do not touch them. Leave them there and have a look at them. In your groups, like in your groups, do I have your ears? Receiving students and teachers in our groups or in pairs, this is what we are going to do with the materials that we have brought for our lesson. We will look at what those materials we have brought are made from. What are they made from? We identify whether it is one of the three: solid, liquid, or either gas. Then, after we have collected our information, there is a table that we need to complete. So you will fill in this table. We may fill in this table. right, let's do an example. Could I have someone to come up to the front? Somebody to come to the front and tell me about this object in my hand. All right, Joshua. Tell the class what you have in your hand. Have a feel. What does it look like? How does it feel? You describe.
It's a rock.
Can you tell us more about the stone or the rock you have in your hand?
It is rough and it is heavy. And solid.
And solid. Oh, okay. What do you mean by rough?
I can feel it.
You can feel it. Yes, he can feel, yes, he can feel that it's rough. Anything else?
Heavy.
And it is heavy. Can you write that on the table? We do one example here. Can you feel that one up? All right. All right, while he's writing that, others, I would like you to have a look at your objects. Receiving students and teachers, you too see that each group have the objects, and you can either use the table, or teachers, if you have any other ways to present your information with the students, you may do so. The model class will be using a table to compile the results for the activities for this lesson. If you do not have your table, you can draw up the table quickly. All right, let's go back to Joshua, what Joshua has written for us on our table before we continue. Okay, our table looks like this. So in our activity, once you have done the first two, Shannon, once you have done the first two questions, which is identifying them, then you complete all your findings in a table like this. So you list the materials A, B, C, D, or you can number them down. The second column is the name of the object. So Joshua described to us the rock or stone. His description is it is heavy, rough, and hard. So that is what he found. But if you can find more information about it, you can write it down in the description. And he stated that It is a solid. All right. So that is what you are going to do. All right, now we may begin our activity. You may discuss in your group. I will hand out to you some materials which I also brought to some groups. Some may have them, some may not have them. So, teachers, if you have any other materials around, you may also give to your students to do for the activity. You have your time now. I'll give you 5 minutes to do that activity. Yes. Shampoo. Huh? No, left. Huh? Perfume. No guessing. So. This is this. Read, please. This is your groups. You started with that one from Joshua. Now you have a liquid, so how does it feel? Smooth? This is the same, yeah. This is the same. I'm showing you. This is the liquid in here. you should be discussing because you have the materials in front of you. This will be the last one for you. You got 1 minute left to complete your activity. Very good. Receiving students have done almost a lot of the, or completed almost a lot of the items they have brought. I hope you have done the same too. All right. Here's one last example that I would like to show to every one of you. We'll have let me see, Begley, I think. Yes, Begley. Begley? Right. Begley will tell us what it is. right, listening carefully to Bagley.
This is a perfume and it's called a Lynx and it's used for make your body smell nice and refreshed.
What do you think is inside?
Gas that makes smells. Gas that smells nice.
Gas that smells nice. Okay. Yes, thank you, Bagley. Let's try some of those gas that smells nice. So, okay. I'll spray and use. If you cannot breathe it, please close your nose. You might be allergic to it. Can you smell it from there? Shannon? Thank you, Bagley. Shannon, can you smell from where we were standing? I was standing here and you were sitting there, so I sprayed. And did you smell?
Yes.
Okay. Did it smell nice, Shannon? So what can you tell us about this material in this container?
It contains gas.
Do you agree? Yes. Do you agree with Shannon's answer? Yes. Very good. It contains gas. So you can fill that in your table, your last one, if you have space. All right. Receiving students, I hope you have made the same guess as our friend or your friend Shannon. If you did, very good. Now, our last thing to do is, in one sentence, you describe the three groups you have discovered, or if you have grouped them in groups. In one sentence, you describe the three groups and why you put it in those groups. How does it feel? Did you feel? Did you write about this? No. Did you write about this? Did you? Oh, you wrote about this one and this one? Did you write about this one? This one. You didn't write it. That's it. Okay. All right. I'll have one member from one member from Polishare group or Polishare to give us one material that you described. Okay, the last one, we'll put C because we looked at this one. So it is a spray, or it is a perfume. What did it say it was? Yeah, that's the name of it. It contains gas. Did you see? Shannon? Did you see the gas coming to you? Did you see the gas coming to you?
No.
So can you describe the gas for us? How did you smell it?
The air.
Right, it drifted in the air towards you. So, did you see it? No, we cannot see it. So, I'm looking for a word. Cannot see. Can smell. And if you have more to describe than me, good. So we said it was a? Yes. Okay. I guess. Polishare. Now we'll have your last one.
Name of material, it's motor oil. It's yellowish and used for cars. And you can feel it, and it's a bit oily, sticky, and watery.
Could you show it to the class, what you are describing? It is a motor oil. Oh. It is sticky?
Oily.
Oily. All right. These are some, we ran out of space. If you can describe more, very good. So what did you say it is, the state of matter?
Liquid.
Liquid. Okay. Liquid. Now let's have a look at our table. Very good. We have looked at 3 different materials in our lesson. A, we looked at stone. And it is hard, rough, and heavy. It is a solid. Spray, or the perfume that we see, and the one that Shannon smelled was said to be a gas. Polishare described to us the motor engine, which is C. Yellowish, sticky, oily, and she said that it is a liquid form of matter. So, why did we put stone as solid state, the perfume gas as gas state of matter, the motor oil as liquid state of matter? Anyone would like to give us the answer for one of those 3 groups? All right, we'll have a look at that in our next lesson. And I believe you will find the answer, or you will give us a very good answer. How many states of matter did we find today? 3. So these are your summary. All materials are made of matter, and the three states that we found in our activity for today are solid, liquids, and gas. Fast writer, very good reader, cooperate to get that down. Did somebody read, somebody write? Our key phrase for today, good. All materials are made of matter. Teachers, our next lesson topic is solid, liquid, and gas. Do they take up space? What do you think? We'll see it in a next lesson. Teachers, if you have these materials, please provide them for your class. A plastic bag, a transparent plastic bag like this, or a transparent plastic bag like what I have here with me, or a plastic bag. Any plastic bag will do, but a transparent one will be very good to use. You also need to provide transparent empty containers or a glass cup and bucket with water or a big dish filled with water. With that, thank you, class. With that, thank you, class, receiving teachers and students for your participation.